What is up, guys? So it is about 10:50 in the morning, which is an early morning for me, if you know. I just got off an hour-long conference call. Luckily, I could do it from home, but still. I'm about to go to the gym, and I'm really slacking right now. Body doesn't really feel that great. I feel kind of groggy, but hopefully once I get this pre-workout in, you know, that'll be different. So also, I need to start my dishwasher. Oh boy. I got my morning ritual. Take 2 scoops of whey, pre-workout. And then I got the pre-workout, which I take after I take the 2 scoops of whey. So I already took the liberty of putting the scoops into my shaker because 2 hands. I don't like filling up my water for pre-workout. So about half a shot in there of water. I know. And we'll go about, it's difficult to do with one hand. Okay, let's go. Do about second. A little baby scoop, huh? Good. So now, once you got that going, just throw it back. And I don't know about all of y'all, but this is where it's at right here. A lot of you might just rinse the cup out at this point, but this is the gold right here. I think a lot of people are under the misconception or a spell, I guess you could call it, that working out is hard. Like, I don't want to go to the gym because I don't know what I'm doing, or I don't know where to start. Maybe they're embarrassed that they don't know what they're doing in the gym. When I first started working out, I felt the same way. But the only way you're going to learn is to do it. I know that's cliche, but how else are you supposed to learn how to do it if you don't do it? So I don't think, well, I know you shouldn't be embarrassed to take the first step. You know what I mean? Working out, it's not supposed to be a burden. It's your own. You're supposed to work out at your own pace, not someone else's pace. You have your own goals, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to work out. There's absolutely nothing embarrassing about that. You know? So I don't think you should be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed to go to the gym. Go work out. You know, go reach your goals. Don't be worried about how you look doing a workout or something. Just, do your research. Start small. Take big strides, and you'll get there. Hardest step is the first one. I mean, think about it. Why? Why be embarrassed, or why be afraid to go and get in the gym and smash your goals? If anybody's criticizing you or giving you grief for wanting to get to your goals, then maybe that person or those people don't belong in your life. It shouldn't matter what other people think. Because, when it comes down to it, it's your goals. And in the end, isn't that all that really matters? When I first started working out, I think it was 2011, I was 175 pounds. Freshman in college, couldn't even bench 1 plate each side. So if you want to talk about embarrassing, try being this 6'3" dude who's 175 pounds, wet, not being able to even bench a standard 1 plate. Tell me that's not embarrassing. But that didn't stop me. I was willing to risk, being embarrassed in the gym because I had goals. I knew what I wanted to do, and the only way I was going to do it is if I went to the gym and did it. It really is not that hard, people. It's not. The concept is so simple. You want to do something, go and do it. It's that simple. But yeah, I mean, as a freshman in college, I saw these even the same age dudes, you know, putting up 2 plates, 3 plates, and I was just like, why? Why am I the way I am and not like them? That right there in its own will affect you. If you let other people's pace affect your pace, don't rush. It is not, trust me, it's not going to happen overnight. It is not. That was back in 2011. It's 2019 and I'm only now hovering at 215, 220 pounds. So 8 years. It took me 8 years. Obviously, some people's genetics are, you know, some people have better genetics, I should say. I'm not one of those people, but it's gonna take time. You need to be patient. Don't rush, and just understand. You need to learn your body. Understand your body, because if you understand your body and you understand how it works and what works for it, then that's all you need. That's all you really need. I definitely think if you're having trouble or any second thoughts about taking that first step and getting in the gym, that you should really think about the positives, or the pros to doing it. They're really, like, when you think about it, what are the cons to getting in the gym and working out? Like, really, when you think about it, there is none. What, you're gonna hurt? People might look at you in a weird way because you might look like you don't know what you're doing. But what are the actual cons in getting the gym to work out? There are way more pros than there are cons for getting in the gym and working out, you know? Alrighty, so, that's rain. I don't know if I told you guys, but I did chest today. Not that it really matters. It's not the point of this video, but now I need to go to the convenience store, pick up some things before work. It's 1 o'clock, so I got time. Today I got time. Never find what I need immediately. Advil, liquid, no. Alif, there it is. Last one. It is, what time is it? 11:45, and I am just getting home. So started at 2 today, so about 10 hours, which is a short day for me. But I started a poll on Instagram. Kind of wanted to gauge to see, what some of the most common things are, or reasons why people can't get in the gym, or why they're not able to motivate themselves to get into the gym. What's the hardest thing stopping you from getting into the gym? I started that poll on Instagram, so head upstairs and then I'm gonna make myself some dinner. Also, if you're not already, go follow me on Instagram at Clifton McCullough. That's my favorite. All right, so like I said, I started a poll on Instagram just to see or gauge, what are the most common reasons why you can't motivate yourself to get in the gym. And there was a lot of responses, to my surprise. I think there were about 300 people who actually saw the poll, but not everyone responded, of course. But I think there were roughly about 40 responses, which is a lot more than I thought would, a lot more than I was thinking would respond. There was actually several that really stood out. One of my buddies, he actually lives over in California now. He used to live over in Portland. We met through volleyball. But he said Self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of the main reasons why you can't, or you're not able to motivate yourself to get into the gym. And that's an interesting perspective, because when you think about self-doubt, what do you think about? You think about not, I wouldn't necessarily say not having the confidence, but in a way, in a sense, I think it's not having, you don't have all that confidence that you aspire to have. When you think about self-doubt, what is it that you're doubting? Are you doubting your willingness? Are you doubting your ability to do it? Are you doubting your knowledge of the whatever it is that you're partaking in? What is it exactly that you're self-doubting? And I think if you can address specifically what it is you're doubting about yourself, I think that's definitely a stepping stone. That's somewhere you can start. If you can figure out what it is that there's self-doubt for. Are you really doubting yourself, or are you worried about what other people might think if you fail? Maybe if you mess up, or if you make a mistake, are you doubting your ability to do it confidently? In a sense, I guess you could look at it that way too. So I think in a sense, when it comes to self-doubt, I think you should really, the first step would be to establish what it is about yourself that you're doubting. And that will really, I think that'll really clarify some things. And another thing that was mentioned in the poll was, kids, or having children, not being able to find the time anymore because your life has been, everything's different now. Your life, all the gaps have been filled in. The free time that you used to have, you don't have anymore. And you spend your time with the kids. And I get it. I get that. I myself, I don't have kids. So I wouldn't be able to relate, but what I can say is that I understand. I understand that these things are going to happen in your life, and it's when we think about our priorities, kids is, obviously kids are up there on our priority list, but that doesn't mean that you let go of yourself. That doesn't mean that you lose confidence in yourself for whatever reason. When you think about it, your kids, they're going to go up and they're going to see. Obviously, you want to be that confident person for your kids, that role model for them to see while they're growing up. So I'm not saying you can't do it without motivating yourself to get into the gym, but because you have kids, that doesn't mean you should let go of yourself and let go of your personal goals. That doesn't mean you should put that to the wayside. Kids, very important, yes, I get it, but that doesn't mean you can't make time. And I know you're probably thinking, oh, this guy doesn't have kids, he doesn't even understand it yet. Wait till you have kids, you'll see. I get it, okay? But that just goes back to how many excuses are we gonna make before we realize, we're really not as motivated as we thought we were. There is no such thing as excuses. It's just us finding reasons to justify why we don't want to do something. There is no such thing as excuses. So like I said, I don't have kids myself, but I understand we don't have a lot of time. So we need to find the time and make the time. That's it. I only really want to cover one more. This one really stood out to me. Someone mentioned a reason that they're not able to motivate themselves is because of momentum, or the lack thereof momentum. And when I read that, I kind of thought about it for a second. Like I've never heard that before. I've never heard someone say, oh, I don't have the momentum. And that's really what got me thinking, like, what is it that we need to do to get that momentum? How do you get to that point where you have momentum, or you build up momentum? I feel like if you truly and sincerely set goals for yourself, and you really want to hit those goals, and you really want to break down those goals and break down the barriers, and you push through new limits, I feel like if you really want to do that and you're serious about it, you will take the first step. And once you take the first step, you'll take the second. And then once you start understanding and feeling what that feels like, to look back and see progress, I'm telling you, that is addicting. If you look back at yourself and you see the gain, even if it's the smallest gain, even if it's, oh, you lost like 2% body fat, or you gained 2 or 3 pounds in 6-7 months. If you stayed consistent in your routine and you saw the benefits and the I don't want to say gains, if you saw the benefits and the results in your hard work that you've been going through in the last several months or the year or however long it takes you, you're going to get addicted to it. And it is an addiction. It's a healthy addiction. I mean, don't go overboard, like, oh, I need to work out 2, 3, 4 times a day because if not, I'm going to lose my gains. No, that's not what it's about. It's about getting to a point where you feel better about yourself, or you feel healthy, like your lifestyle is healthier. So in terms of momentum, you have to take the first step and you have to follow through. It's not just about the first step, but that's the hardest one. But you need to follow through. You need to be consistent in it, and you need to really, you need to want it. You need to want to reach those goals, and you need to have something in mind where you can get to it. And once you get to it, set new goals. And I'm telling you, it's a different feeling, and it's unmatched. Getting to the gym, I don't mean actually having to go to a gym, to a specific gym. What I mean by getting the gym and finding motivation to get into the gym is you could take 30 minutes to an hour a day to do some kind of physical activity, to get your heart rate going, to get your blood pumping, to get a sweat going. 30 minutes a day. You're telling me you can't find 30 minutes in your 24-hour day for yourself to commit to a healthier lifestyle? Think about it. 30 minutes a day is 30 minutes more than you're not doing. Like how that is as broken down as I can make it. That is as simple as it can get. 30 minutes a day. You can't tell me you can't find 30 minutes in your day to dedicate to working out. 30 minutes a day, that's it. So start there. If you don't feel like you're ready to actually get into a gym, with free weights and a whole bunch of other people around, start small. Start in your own home. Start in your bedroom, your living room. Get comfortable learning what you can do or what you want to do. Establish your goals. Figure out what you want to do. Learn how to do it. And then once you find your stride, get into a gym where there's a little bit more options, and that way the transition from feeling like you're going to embarrass yourself in the gym, from coming out of your home, working out, doing, in your home, to getting to the gym, the transition is going to be a lot smoother. You're not going to feel as, embarrassed if you mess up, or you don't know how to use a machine, or you don't know a certain exercise. Learn. That's how you learn. That's how you need to, that's how you're gonna grow, essentially. How do you grow? By learning. Mind blown. But anyway, those are the three of the, well, 2 of the most common, and one that really stood out to me. Reasons why people can't motivate themselves to get into the gym or stay consistent in the gym. So I just really wanted to shed some light on the situation and hopefully help some of you out there who are struggling with, taking that first step. Maybe after watching this, you might be motivated to go take your first step. And who knows, down the road, maybe you look back at this video and you'll be like, thanks, man. As always, let me know down in the comments if you have anything to say about, what's the hardest part about being motivated to get to the gym or take the first step. Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I want to hear your guys' feedback. And as always, like and subscribe, and I will catch you later. It is midnight 30, and I have not eaten dinner yet, so peace.